Hi, I'm Harry Chalmiers. I'm the president of McNally Smith College of Music. I was walking to work this morning and I was thinking about why I am not a rock and roll star. You know, I played in a band in the 90s back in Boston with a guy who'd been a rock and roll star and still occasionally is. His name is Danny Klein. He was the bass player for a really big band in the 70s and 80s, Jay Giles. They toured the world with the Rolling Stones and sold millions and millions of records, and they'd really done the star route. We were playing in a blues rock band, and we had, 3, 4, 5 gigs a month, something like that. And Danny once kind of came up to me. I was the lead guitar player and lead singer. He said, "Man, your solos, they sound great. They sound really nice, but you play them different every time you play." I said, "Well, yeah, of course. I'm improvising. I make it up as I go along. It's what I do." He said, "Well, that's really not how it's done." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, when Jay would play lead guitar for the Jay Giles band, he said every night he knew exactly what he was going to play, and he played the same solo every night, so we knew what he was going to play. And that, when he'd take a second chorus, and I knew what he was going to do, and I knew where I was going to go, and the keyboard knew where he was going to go, and we just had this down. And that, here was his great phrase, that's how you whip a crowd into a frenzy." And I thought, wow, that's good. I mean, you got a well-organized plan, you execute it, and it's successful. There's low risk of failure, and it's successful night after night after night after night. I think, wait a minute, I don't want to play the same solo every night. I mean, this is really good advice if your goal is to whip the crowd into a frenzy, which is a very good goal for some occasions. But I started thinking there were other occasions when not having it all planned out and taking risks is essential to the success of what your goal is. So I was just thinking, knowing what your goals really are and when no or low risk is the best path, or if you're trying to write a new song or enter into a new business venture or into a new relationship or something like that, risk is required sometimes. So know what your goal is and what you can afford to risk on it, or so I guess I never really made the choice to want to set as a goal to be a rock and roll star and do the things that would be necessary. So maybe that's why I'm not a rock and roll star. Well, that and probably a few other things too. But anyway, that's just what I was thinking about.